Hi, thanks for tuning in here again today. Today we're going to be doing a fun painting and I hope you can follow along with me. Let me have them put the colors on the screen that I'm using for this painting. While doing that, I have my regular 16 by 20 inch canvas and this is what we're working with today. I got a image that I drew and I told AI to generate it so it's more specific. That's what we're working with. And we're going to try to improvise throughout the way. So without wasting any time, let's just jump the boat. I'm going to go into a little bit of phthalo blue and we'll just add a little bit, just dance it in. Trying to see how quick I can do this painting. There. Now we'll add a little bit of crimson to it, very little, to the phthalo blue. That didn't do it. Need a little more. I guess that'll do. Let me go ahead. Let me go into very small amount of yellow, very small, and we'll go into a little bit of white, blue, and yellow. You got to be careful not to add too much yellow because then you'll turn it green. I just want like a teal color. There we are. Load your brush up and just have it go freely. There. Now let me put that brush off to the side. We'll use it later on. Now I'm going to use a 1-inch brush and I'm going to load up my brush. Now the reason why you might see my brushes already used up and all that is because yesterday I tried this painting out and I was going to do that, but the painting came out not the best and I was not the biggest fan of it. Not my best painting. And so today I got a new package of canvas, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna redo the painting so you guys could get the best videos, instructions, and all that. So just blending out, lift up a bit. You guys don't have to sit there and watch my horrible version of this painting. It's not the worst one, but close, very close. There's days in the studios where maybe you shouldn't be in there. Shoot, if you really want to be in there, by all means, but there's days where things don't come out to how you planned. There, just wisp it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab a little bit of ivory black and a little touch of blue. Just blue and black. And a slight touch of white. A little more blue. A little more black. You gotta just work through it and get the colors you desire. Okay, let's come up here and maybe our mountain live something right there. You know what, just to make it interesting for you guys, at the end of the video I will show you the painting I did of this yesterday. Well, yesterday when I filmed it. I'm just so to let you guys in to the little studio and all that. I filmed. Uh, I'm filming this Wednesday, and it's going on up on Friday. And hold on, give me 1 sec. I gotta focus a bit. And yesterday I came in the studio with the intentions of doing it. So the one I filmed first was Tuesday. This one is Wednesday's painting, which I'm hoping is 10 times better as the one from yesterday, which it's already more promising, and also as quick as the one as yesterday. Yesterday I did it in like 25 minutes. So you got to keep that speed with us. I have it here as an example for me, so I'm using the photo I did plus the little switch up I did as little reference for back and forth. I say at the end you'll get to see it if you stick through the video enough. A little bit of black and white. Just want a nice gray color. And I'm gonna grab a little touch of liquid white just to thin out the paint. Just a little bit. You don't want to overdo it. Okay. And we're gonna change it up here. I'm gonna say the light's coming in this direction. I'm just using my flat brush. Okay, needs more white. I'm gonna use a small touch of yellow. Hopefully that works. Okay, that looks a bit more promising. There we are. I have 2 videos. The one I did yesterday that you'll never see, and another one I did, I forgot when I did it, maybe 2023, when my channel was starting to blow up. That I saw the videos and I was like, nope, I can't upload that. I can't have myself upload that. So 2 videos I've never uploaded. So depending on you guys, if you guys really want to see them, let me know in the comments. If not, I'll keep them private. I'll keep them to myself. A little bit of white, a little bit of white, a little touch of yellow. Just trying to make it look like a nice little glow. And let's come up here and just needs liquid white. Yeah, but there's some paintings where I'm like, ew, maybe that shouldn't have gone up. And I've watched back a few videos and I'm like, God, how did I allow that to go on the internet? Okay, just adding a little bit of extra highlights here and there with that gray base underneath, and yeah, that looks nice. Okay, we'll grab some crimson. We'll take it to phthalo blue just to give us a nice lavender. And we'll grab a little bit of ivory black, just a little bit. Let's come up here. And just block in a few little shadows that live up in there. Right here. I took my brush through the wrong color of paint. There. Okay. Just a few little indications. They're there. They're there. And just to make it more enticing, add much more black, and we'll just mix it up. Mix it up. Just a few little duders. Is that a word, duders? Almost. I'm gonna stay quiet on that one. It's probably not the best thing to say. I'll just say that. Okay. Now we'll grab the 2-inch brush and just blend this out. There. Shoom. Now, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Now, we'll grab 2-inch brush, a little bit of ivory black, a little bit of yellow. Black and yellow, and maybe a touch of brown. Okay. And we'll just create maybe a distant, well, I'm not even gonna say maybe. I know what I'm trying to do. At least for most of it. Later on, closer to the end, I'm gonna start improvising a bit more. But for now, I know what I want to do. So we're just gonna add in some distant trees. There. Lift up. There. Pull down. Go across. Very, very simple. Now I'm gonna grab my fan brush and we're gonna get a nice green color going on. I'm using my number 3 fan brush. And we're just gonna come up here and tap in a few indications where some trees are gonna go. Right there. Maybe this one's smaller. And these become bigger. Maybe right there. Just like so. We're gonna load up our brush full with color. You need color on the brush. And just tap a little tree out. Yesterday I was going back and forth. I was like, should I? Once I was done painting, I was like, should I wash my brushes? But I got a notification that my canvases were gonna arrive today, and I was like, well, maybe. I told myself if the canvas don't arrive tomorrow, I would wash my brushes, and most likely you guys would have gotten the other video, the one I filmed yesterday. But since the canvas arrived when they said they would, well, initially they're gonna arrive tomorrow, and they pulled through, and they came earlier, and I was like, that's wonderful. I saw that at night, and I was like, well, I'll just wait to wash my brushes. There. And on the corner there's That lonely tree. It's alright. There's some that like being by themselves. I'm the type of person who I love a good moment by myself, just hanging in there. Don't get me wrong, I like hanging out with people and all that, but whew, when you spend time by yourself, you enjoy it. And you don't have to worry about nobody. Little highlight right on here. I think because all the time I'm surrounded by people, I think now I start to prefer being alone a bit more. And just also, it helps me artistically for some reason because with being with myself, all I have with me are my thoughts. I don't have to have someone interrupt my thoughts. There. Just highlighting these trees. See, I messed up. I put the highlights on this side, but we could act like the light's coming through the center, so it doesn't really matter. But with a good conscience on my mind, I cannot keep doing it on this side this way because then I would just throw everything off. So you have to work with it. You have to work with it. Okay, we're gonna go into some green color and we'll just cut these off right around here, and we'll just have these right at the base. Okay, load up that brush. We'll grab more black in there, a little more yellow, and just going crisscross. Just scrubbing on that paint. Shoot, if I could use a roller, I would. I think, no, I don't think, I'm pretty damn sure Bob Ross said that one time on his show where it was like, you guys could use a roller. The important thing is you get the color in there. I totally agree. Okay. Damn, I'm out of breath just doing that. I'm gonna highlight my grass here. Let's just there. Ooh, that's gorgeous. This type of painting, although it's very, very simple, it's not more complicated composition and all that. You can gift it to someone and they will love it. And it's very simple and it's good for practice. I'm gonna grab a little touch of blue just to change the tone of the green color. There. Okay, I'll get back to that. You probably say, what are you doing? We're gonna make a little cabin. When you look at where I have mines, we'll just see. I rarely do this, but I thought I would give it a shot. Just scrape off the excess paint. Haven't done that in a long ass time. Oh, I think I just cussed, but it doesn't matter. You guys want the real me? I got a lot of flaws in me, but it's been a while since I've done that, and it serves as a good guideline. But it just takes up time, and every second for me is valuable. Okay, Just add on that paint. And it slides on a bit better. There. Okay, I'm gonna pile up this paint off to the side. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it later. I don't know that exact, but I know that. A little bit of brown, a little bit of white, no black in there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that exact color. Now I'm looking at it. Boop. Just little highlights. And at the top, just a little. If you wanna get generous with it, you can use that same color. Now we're gonna mix in that base color to gray it out. And we'll just, I think we can even gray it out a bit more if we wanted to. Boop. Okay. A little bit of white and brown. And I'm gonna just put in little indication here and there. There. Okay. And we can just scrape it off. Grab a little bit of black. We'll use that base color. What the heck? Cut a roll. Oop, that door got very wide on me. But that's alright. We'll say it was improvising. There. Okay. Fix up that base. You can always come back, add a little window with the brush or something. Doesn't have to be right now. I'm always all around the place when it comes to painting. One minute I'm doing something, the other minute I'm doing another thing. You saw how I was in the middle of painting grass and I switched it up. That's my specialty. Not sticking to one thing. Okay. And for the rest, I'll probably just swish some color on there. If I want a few little sparkles, I can just sparkle on a few little things, but it doesn't really change much. There. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna go in with our fan brush, base brown, maybe grayed out brown. Doesn't really matter. Just get some brown in there. And we gotta create ourselves a nice little pathway. Okay, we'll go into that light brown color. Just want a few little indications. Doesn't have to be crazy indications. It could be something light, something subtle. Okay, let me go back to my reference. Okay, I saw that. let's go ahead. We'll go into 1-inch brush, load it through ivory black, load that brush up, and I'm gonna chisel this brush. So wiggle the paint through and pull it through. Should glue the bristles. Let me just load up more paint. It didn't completely chisel it. It was close, but didn't completely. I still almost glue that shut. We'll do a treat right here. Boom. Load it up. I'm gonna grab my palette knife. Where's my palette knife? Over here. And I'm gonna pile up this paint. That way I can load up more color. And we'll just, with my 1-inch, just using the corner of a chiseled 1-inch. We'll make it seem like it's way outside the painting. When I did it yesterday, that was the intention. And we'll keep that. But what I will change, and I think it'll make a better painting, we'll leave some empty spots. A loose hair got stuck on my brush. Okay, load up. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll grab our brush, a little bit of highlights to make that tree trunk brown and white. And we'll just block something in right here. Doesn't have to be the best, just block something in. We'll go brown and whatever's left of my black. I don't feel like reloading my palette. I used to at times, but today I'm not feeling it. There. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and load our 1-inch with enough yellow. This is how it's supposed to look like, completely glued shut. And just highlight. Okay, few little leaves. There. Okay. Now, another thing that I did that we can do pretty quickly here is load up my fan brush and just add in a few little bushes around. It's mostly brown because I don't have black, but there's a little bit of black residue in there. Just way out there in the distance. Maybe somewhere right here. Just let it dance around. Have fun. Like if you're doing a mini cloud. Okay, we'll load up our brush, cadmium yellow, and we'll just bloop. And that's why also I didn't really put much emphasis on the bottom, that way the yellow can show up more. Because look, right now when I'm putting the yellow on the background, it kind of blends in because there's a lot of yellow. We'll grab some crimson. Give me a nice orange with the yellow. And just dance them in. I love doing bushes like this with the fan brush, the corner. Okay. A little bit here and there. I find these very neat when you're not trying to use the 1-inch brush and just getting a few little bushes here and there. There, little crimson right there. And you can always fluff them up. There. Where's my 2-inch? Here it is. Load it up. And just blend out that base. Okay. And then we'll grab my flat brush and we'll boop. Right there. Right there lives another tree trunk. Maybe right here. Just adding a few little tree trunks. There. And last but not least, I just have to do this. Yeah, I'll use that color. Remember how I told you guys my liquid clear dried up, so try to get some of it out with the script liner, this gray color, and we'll just come up here and add a few birds. And just like that, this painting's complete. I hope you enjoy. Try this painting out. If you do, send me a photo. I would love to see what you create. Now, I do keep my word. I did say I would show you guys. So, this is what I created yesterday. Similar but different. So, hey, I hope you guys enjoy. Try this painting out. If you do, love to see it. My email should be down in the description. And until next week's video, take care. Goodbye.